Okay, now that I have all the lumber for this project cut to rough width and length, it's time to face joint and plane to thickness. The rails in this piece measure 7 inches long. I managed to get 3 of them out of this one piece of stock. But because I don't want to end up planing and face jointing a board that's only 7 inches long, I'm going to go ahead and leave this as one unit and face joint it and plane it to thickness now, and then just cut them to final length when I'm finished. Okay, so the part's been allowed to rest overnight in order to acclimate a little bit more. And I went ahead and face jointed one face of each part, and I've planed them all to final thickness. Now what I need to do next is to cut them all to final length. Before making any critical 90-degree end grain cuts, I always like to make sure that my miter gauge is still exactly 90 degrees. They can get out of whack just from laying around the shop. And it's just a quick check using a dial indicator. And by moving this forward and backward, I shouldn't see any movement in the dial indicator needle, and I see very, very little. So I know that my square is exactly 90 degrees. And if you'd like more info on how to do this operation, you visit my website at garagewoodworks.com. In order to make the mortises for this project, I'm going to use my trusty horizontal mortiser. And if you'd like to make your own, visit my website at garagewoodworks.com. Okay, so I have a dry fit of all the pieces and it's going together pretty nice. And I thought this would be a good point to tell you about the changes that this project has gone through over time. We originally were going to have a shelf that fit on the top rail, and we were just going to set like keys and mail and small items on top here. But it looked good in CAD, but after seeing how it looks in wood, we decided that we didn't like how it looked, so the shelf is out. So the original design called for putting stained glass within each opening. So my wife picked out some nice colorful stained glass, and I went ahead and tried to cut this stuff to fit it in the opening and had a really hard time. I made a nice score line down nice straight score line down the piece of glass using a regular glass cutter, and when I went to snap it, it didn't snap anywhere along the score line, so this is out. What we plan on using now is just some mirror. So once I get the mirror, I'm going to go ahead and cut it out to size and have it in each opening. What I need to do next is make a rabbet around the backside of both the rails and the top and bottom piece in order to receive the glass, in order to receive the mirror. And that's what I plan on doing next.